Welcome to Mojo Plays, and today we're taking a look at the 8 best celebrity cameos in LEGO games. When it comes to the games licensed from popular movies, television shows, and comic books, TT has made it tradition to pull celebrities from just about every corner and LEGO-fied them in unique ways, whether they were playable or not. Which celebrity surprised you the most? Did they make the list? Share with us in the comments below.
I took this part because my son found out that I had been made this offer and he said, "You're doing this."
Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Jim Lee, LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Batman 3 held a wealth of Easter eggs for DC Comics fans to find, from obscure characters to, of course, celebrity appearances, as we'll see later on. One person we'd like to start out with is Jim Lee. Before becoming the CCO of DC Comics, Lee was, and still is, widely known for his fantastic illustrations and art from across multiple DC Comics storylines, including various Batman and Superman storylines. So it's fitting to see his minifig counterpart sport a Superman shirt underneath his jacket. And what better way to fight foes than with pencils? Hey, the pen is mightier than the sword, remember? Jimmy Fallon, LEGO Jurassic World. Of the few celebrity appearances in LEGO Jurassic World, Jimmy Fallon seems to be the odd one out, but he's here for a legitimate reason. One scene of Jurassic World, the movie, shows the late-night talk show host as a scientist in a tour guide video. Unfortunately, Fallon's role in the game is about as small as his cameo in the movie, yet still creative with his character. In addition to being able to solve equations and access Jurassic World panels, Fallon can attack compies and hunters with a calculator. Yeah, he's really hamming up his dorky on-screen persona. J.J. Abrams, LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens. Look, we can understand everyone's frustrations with the Disney trilogy of Star Wars movies. However, those who have seen Abrams' work outside of Star Wars have been treated to fantastic stories such as Cloverfield and Lost. So it was kind of cool to see him become a neat little minifig in the LEGO Force Awakens game. Unfortunately, his utility isn't much compared to some of the other characters, as he is only able to command troops, initiate resistance missions, and use a grappling hook, as well as a blaster. Still, this was a cool nod to an overall respectable filmmaker. Conan O'Brien, LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham.
I took this part because my son found out that I had been made this offer and he said, "You're doing this."
Older players may have found themselves a bit confused when spotting the ginger-headed talk show host. Really, how in the world did Conan O'Brien find himself in a game like LEGO Batman 3? Well, Conan has appeared in a handful of other video games before, such as Halo 4. Although his ties to the DC universe are a bit stronger here, both Conan and longtime DC Comics artist Bruce Timm had created a parody superhero called the Flaming Sea, a superhero resembling Conan who wore loafers, fishnet stockings, and a steaming oven mitt.
We are not happy.
The character became so popular within the Team Coco fanbase that one fan even sent him a life-sized LEGO statue of the character. Needless to say, Conan is very much ingrained in DC Comics, even if the Flaming Sea has made no canonical appearances. Stinks that Conan is only a tutorial character here instead of being playable.
Next stop, Batcave.
Lou Ferrigno, LEGO Marvel's Avengers. Longtime Hulk fans were probably gushing over LEGO Marvel's Avengers when they found this legend. For those unfamiliar with the Hulk's history, Ferrigno was one of the earliest actors to play as the Green Giant, and his depiction would become particularly famous for the laughably bad wig made of yak hair.
I mean, who ever heard of a bear in Central Park? If I ever do see one, though, I got a big green friend I'd like for him to meet.
Since then, he's voiced the Hulk across several animated shows featuring the character, and now folks can play as a LEGO version of Lou Ferrigno. In LEGO Avengers, Ferrigno reprises his 2003 cameo as a security guard, but he wields the power to transform into the Hulk himself. However, it's the yak-haired version of him. But hey, you gotta love it. Steven Spielberg, LEGO Jurassic World. While Jurassic World director Colin Trevorrow appears as a playable character, the biggest surprise was finding the original Jurassic director. LEGO Jurassic World boasts a plethora of nods to classic Spielberg films, and what better way to celebrate the filmmaker's work than by turning him into a playable minifig. There's so much to love about his LEGO counterpart, from the ability to use cameras to chucking Oscars at foes and targets. One of the best details in his character is the ET2 logo emblazoned on his ball cap, a hilarious reference to the cancelled sequel. Adam West, LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Okay, last time we talked about LEGO Batman 3 in this video, we swear. While Conan O'Brien, Jim Lee, Kevin Smith, and Jeff Johns were wonderful treats of comic book fandom, Adam West was arguably the best part of this entire game. Much like another comic book legend, West served as the token citizen in peril for Beyond Gotham, often finding himself in questionable situations. When playable, West pays tribute to his role as the Dark Knight in the 1960s TV show by throwing batarangs, and in case you can't get enough of Mr. West, he also reprises his role as the Grey Ghost, a character he voiced in Batman the Animated Series. Stan Lee, LEGO Marvel Series. Of course, we had to save the best for last. Stan Lee, the man who saved Marvel Comics and has appeared on several of our LEGO-related lists and helped shape the world through his work, would be forever immortalized in LEGO Marvel's superheroes, as well as Marvel's Avengers and Marvel Superheroes 2. And honestly, he's the best secret character out of every LEGO game. Stan the Man boasts a buffet of powers based on the characters he's helped bring to life. Between Spider-Man, the Incredible Hulk, the X-Men, and more, Stan is every comic book fan's dream come true, and it simply would not be a Marvel game without his legendary cameo appearances. Rest in peace, Stan the Man. Excelsior!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Mojo Plays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.